And let's explore.
Yes.
Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, turn-based film. Let's look around the inn. A Blackhound Inn. Got a new ally. We met in an interesting situation.
Yes.
Gift like you seem to do alright, so are the Erlands not treated well here? That's... We slaughtered a bunch of villagers together, so I guess we're stuck together now. And who are you then? I know Phil come to answer Radix invitation. Our great lord had my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left, not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. Damn.
Yes.
It's really bad here. So a lot of people traveled here thinking that they could settle here, but turns out things are this going really bad here. How Corrosis. I only say Raiders paying good wages with new hands. All because they run out of hands really easily. Good for them. These yellow names are Patreon. Oh, it's the Black Hound at the Black Hound Inn. Hello. The hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note. No. Tail wagging slightly. Pet the dog. The dog's tail fronts heavily against the floorboards. And... we pet the dog again. So I guess the dog's waiting for somebody to come back. Seems to be so. You can go into everybody's room.
I shall make it so.
Yeah?
It's done.
Honestly, I probably shouldn't be robbing places of Maeva, even though it gets you a lot of goodies, because it's not really what she would do. So let's not really do that. Let's go and have a rest. Maybe investigate, the kitchen over here. Pasca? Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Oh, I love slop. Yum yum yum. What's going on back here? Spoons hang by the fire, coated in brown skunk.
Yes.
Who was eating all the slop here? Well, bottles everywhere, sticky with spills that no one has bothered to clean. Wow.
Hail and well met.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows ahead. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. Unless you're fond of slop. I could use some... a room... What's the story with the dog upstairs? Oh, that poor thing. She's still waiting on the old owner of the place. Oh no. I don't think he's coming back. It's been a long time now. We've tried our best, but with how things are, we don't have much attention to spare for a hound. I wonder if that's a reference to something. I'd like to know more about... No, let's just, sleep. Of course, we have them nice and tidy. And we can sleep. Let's sleep in the common room. We don't have a lot in the way of money. Let's save it. It's free. Nice. That's really generous, really, having a free rest place. A nice fire. Wow, that's actually a pretty good room. You sleep your restless, figured, assaulted by hesitant whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awake and you find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's Gallows Tree, the creaking of his ropes, growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging upon the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side as you look at her. She looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty behind them. A vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face and thick droplets and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an amnemancer. Though it fills you with new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. So we have a mission and it's dark out. Find a dwarf woman from a dream. Let's go. Watcher, she said. Maybe wants answers, and if Eclipse has answers, maybe she'll talk to them. I mean, everything that's happened so far, she's not really gonna be picky. Hey man, you still out here? The man smiles broadly. Welcome to our lovely village.
Oh?
And, oh, she's glowy. Let's speak to her. And say it first. The squat, descended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin cooked bro that sags at the tug of a noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck worn away and patches like moth-eaten linen bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. Perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there's a tepid warmth to it. You feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out towards the woman. Take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. The body is still swaying in the wind you no longer feel from the tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
I need to understand something that's happened to me. Nods a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there?
He nods.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
And he was like, am I imagining this? Is this a dream?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, no, not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Smiles at you.
You should see old Maerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
How are you able to speak to Maeva?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
Interesting. Maeva Spider Buick. You know how?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Maybe wants to know something about her.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
What's the story of what happened to you here? He laughs, a rasping choke crackle escaping between the rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing the body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression as it catches itself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife. See why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Tell me.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
So the people who are giving birth are being blamed for the horrible, but very interesting, very dark. But
Of course, dear.
Maeva knows where Animance are. Let's leave now.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldera closes her eyes and has his head slumps forward over the news. Your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Maeva's granted crucible of soul. Eylrt looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seem to have lost us now. Yeah, I'm fine, Maeva says. He folds his arms. That's good to know, but I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about? I'm a watcher? His eyebrows recede into his head. Well, that is interesting. What does he know? Wait, what does he know about watches? He gives you a sly grin, and I expect that explains how you survived a bivouac, huh? In case, I appreciate your honesty, since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Yeah, it's wise for us to be honest, isn't it? Isn't it? Anyways, do you know anything about watches? Only that they're rare and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions he caused, as you demonstrated. Soul conditions, huh? Let's continue on and be leveled up again. And our next task is to travel to King Newell's save. So let's continue.
17 and a half.
17 and a half? What do you mean? The smell of pipe smoke at once earthly and sweet winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke of its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk,
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Oh, no, maybe I wasn't counting them. But...
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Eylrt frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair.
Adair.
Out of the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
Whether she wants to or not, she does tend to get involved in things. What do you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? Well, I think it was pretty obvious if he looked to where Maeva was. He looks to you a moment, his brow his smoke broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
I've been out of sorts lately, to put it mildly, Maeva says. Of course, we all got our bad days when we seem perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
None taken. Maeva expects it at this point. They're good. They don't mean it personal when they hang floats here. I have to remind myself. Do they not mean it personal? It's very personal, like killing somebody, you know?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
What does the town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Vathus worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Oh. I can see why I was eager to leave. I mean, yeah. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives a half smile, drinking mostly. Mind the fact I'm on my way out, just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't like Waydwin's legacy started with Waydwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Cape Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath.
So he's the right person to speak to, it sounds like.
A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
It's the good as reason as any to travel together.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger.
Fair
and
enough.
A strange one at that.
Fair enough.
But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
That's a fine reason if I've ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Alright, let's continue. Bring him to speak with Manuel. Okay. We have another party member. They're gonna become way more formidable in combat. Must save again. And next time we're gonna explore Gilded Vale a bit. Figure out what's going on here and then go to Cape Nua. And level up again. Thank you for watching my Let's Play. A Pillars of Eternity turn-based mode. It's been fun playing this, and I
Yes.
hope you stay tuned for more next time. See you later.